What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today I'm just going to talk real quick about the CPI score that just came out. And we were anticipating this coming out on Wednesday. So today's Wednesday, so we have the results. And it doesn't look very good. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and the implications in the future when it comes to legislation. So that's what we're going to focus on today. But first off, on this channel, we talk about money and the financial struggles that Americans are facing today. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That way you get notified anytime we put out a video. And like always, if you see my name and a picture of me in the comment section, make sure you see a check mark next to my name. That check mark signifies that it's me. If you do not see that check mark, it's not me. It's someone trying to impersonate me. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this when it comes to the CPI score. CPI score came out today. The estimate was 8.8%, and it ended up coming out higher than expected. It's 9.1%. And so this is not good. And we're talking about year to year, and this is for June. So we are obviously moving in the wrong direction. The last CPI score was 8.6. And so now we're looking at inflation going even higher, which means higher gas prices, which means higher prices when you go to grocery store, when you're buying any product, it's going to be more expensive year to year. And so we really, really need to start focusing on what Congress is doing, what the White House is doing, how they want to move forward when it comes to a lot of this stuff, because it's very important for us to focus on how do we get out of this? And so we know the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates. That will hopefully cool off our economy and drop inflation. But we have not seen that yet. Okay, we haven't seen inflation drop yet. And so when the Federal Reserve, with their next meeting, we'll see what they do when it comes to the interest rates. But let's talk a little bit about legislation, because that's something that I think we're all interested in. And we know that there's a big bill that they're trying to get passed right now, this Build Back Better, revision of a Build Back Better bill. Democrats are trying to get that passed. It's going to be all 50 Democrats are going to have to vote for it. It's going to be a reconciliation bill, so it means Republicans are not going to support it. And so if Democrats can get the 50 votes that they need in the Senate, they can pass it through reconciliation, and Kamala Harris can come in, the vice president can come in and break the tie. And so that's what we're looking at when it comes to that. What they're focused on, the main focus on this bill will be lowering prescription medication, which I think is a good thing for every American. So we're going to have to see if they can come through with this. But that's something that they're going to be focused on in July, and I would say in September is probably when it will pass, if they can get something done. The reason that I say September is because August they're going to be on recess pretty much the whole month. The Senate will be there for about a week, and then they'll be on recess for the rest of the month. The House will be on recess for all of August. Okay, this is a time where they go back to their home districts and they try to campaign and run for re-election and everything. So the House will be very, very busy doing that. And as for the Senate, you have a third of the Senate running for re-election, and then the rest of the senators, they won't have to run for re-election this year. And so that's what we're looking at when it comes to large legislation. But they also have abortion rights bills that they're going to try to get passed. We're also looking at a CHIPS bill for semiconductors. That's another bill that they want to try to get passed. And so it's going to be pretty busy in the next couple of months. With the exception of August. Like I said, August are going to be on recess. And then we also need to talk about in September, they're going to have to do something about the budget. So that's going to be something else that they're going to be talking about. So we have a lot of different things that are going on right now. And this is just not the time to have received this bad news with the 9.1% CPI score. It's not something that we want to see right now. And so we'll have to see how our government reacts to this and what happens when it comes down to it. You do have states that are out there that are still trying to move forward with different rebates and things like that to help people out when it comes to gas prices and things like that. The good news about gas prices have dropped a little bit, so that's good. But when it comes down to it, people are still struggling, and we're going to have to see what the future holds when it comes to this economy and everything else. Now, one silver lining, and I guess you can call this a silver lining, the dollar is very, very strong right now. And we saw that the dollar is comparable to the euro at this point. And in Colombia, where I've been watching this for the last few weeks, the dollar is just soaring. I mean, the dollar, for $1, you get 4,600 pesos. Which is really good, because when I got here, it was about 3,900 pesos for every dollar. So you can see that you're getting more for your money when it comes to a dollar in a lot of different countries. And that just shows you that the economies all over the world are really, really struggling. And so it's not just the US where we're seeing high inflation. We're seeing high inflation everywhere. We're seeing gas prices shoot up all over the world. So it's not just the U.S. So don't just think, okay, well, we can just blame the Democrats. They're in power right now, and this is the reason why we're having all these problems. This is a global problem, and this is a global problem as a result of the pandemic. A lot of it has to do with the pandemic. So that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to do a quick little video, let you guys know what's going on when it comes to inflation and the CPI score. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.